Hello guys, and this is the Russian Genius, and in this video I'm gonna be showing you something that is not practical in the real world. This is something that is fun to practice, but this is also something that should not be used. So just like that, snap my fingers, let's use the 5 of spades for this. And once again, this is fun to practice, but this is not something that you should do in front of your spectators unless you know your angles and you can do it perfectly. So it looks something like this. So diagonal palm shift, and then the card gets control to the top. Quite simple. Now you're doing the diagonal palm shift, which looks something like this, and then you are getting the card palmed to the top. Dan and Dave, they do have a book which is called If an Octopus Could Palm, and in their book they actually teach a lot of great stuff, like this palm for instance, and this palm is on one of the first pages, I believe. I did not buy the book, I actually read it in a magic store, I remember a few years ago. You can also get their book in some of the libraries in the United States, or that's at least what I have heard people say. Anyways, let's move on to this tutorial, and let's for this just use the Ace of Spades. And by the way, I am using the Smoke and Mirrors deck of cards, which looks something like this, and I have used this deck for around 2 years now. And here's what you're doing. Now you're doing the diagonal palm shift, and I do have a tutorial for it. There's a link in the description for the diagonal palm shift, which looks like this, and then you have palmed the card, and then you can do whatever you want once the card is in your palm. So link in the description for the diagonal palm shift tutorial. Once you have done the diagonal palm shift, then you are in this position, and I like to square up the deck sometimes. And now I'm doing the one-handed fan, which looks like this. If you don't know how to do the one-handed fan, then there will be a link in the description for my tutorial on the one-handed fan. But 52 Cards, he has also made a great tutorial on the one-handed fan. But anyways, link in the description for my tutorial. Once the card is in the palm, you're going to do something that looks like this. The card is going to bow the different direction, if my English vocabulary is correct. Anyways, as you can see, my hand is getting stretched out, and then my pinky is going to bend the card, and when it bends, then the card pops out. When the deck of cards is fanned, then the deck is going down here into this hole, or into the spot, just like this, and everything is being closed together, and then the card simply collapses on the deck, and then you square it up. Now, if I would ever in a real life performance do this move, then I would do it with a lot of misdirection. And I know that Dave Buck, he can do this move, so where the card goes on top, quite invisibly, but most people that I have seen, they cannot do it. One of the tips for this control is that make sure that the card is not bowed too much, because then, as you can see, you are flashing the card in front of the spectator if the card is bowing way too much. So when doing it, then make sure that it bows enough for the cards to slide under, and then you should flash not as much. Now that is something that you can practice on doing, and I would not advise doing that in a real life performance. If you need to control the card to the top in any way, then just use the classic pass, and then the card goes all the way on top. Now the pass that I am using, the pass that I am using might look like a normal dribble pass, but it's a pass that has been modified throughout the last 4 or 5 years, and this pass that I am using is also kinda my own pass, because I am doing some different finger movements and some different hand movements as well when doing the pass that I have never seen before. So anyways guys, thank you really much for watching. I really hope you enjoy this. And also thank you guys for 60,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. High five. Boom, just like that. Thank you really much for that. And I really want to do a collaboration with 52 Cards and also Disturbed Reality and also Hester 23, I don't really remember his name, but he also has awesome content that you can check out. I will have a link in the description if you want to check him out. Yes, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and man, my socks are back in the clip. Anyways, hey, they fit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next... God damn it. And I will see you guys in my next video. This card, the blank card, is going to change to your selection once I snap my fingers. So look, just like that. Ace of spades, just like that, the selection that you selected.